This is Melissa Thomas of Florida National News. We are here at the Renaissance Hotel in Orlando, not far from Orlando International Airport, where the MSCF, which is a nonprofit organization that celebrates Tamil culture and diversity here in Orlando, they're celebrating their 35th anniversary. We are in the very sumptuous room where the anniversary banquet will be held. We're expecting upwards of about 200 people to attend here tonight. So stay tuned. We're going to talk with several of the speakers and several of the key members of the organization.
This year, the 35th anniversary, we are celebrating as an inclusiveness. We not only have a friendship within ourselves, or not only servicing to our local community, we also extended the services to everyone who is around us. So that way, whether it is inland here in America or outside, including India, we support students for their scholarship. So by which that we named these celebrations as a theme, inclusiveness. This way that we involved everyone, whether it is a newcomer or from the founders. So we've involved everyone to these grand celebrations and recognize each one of us.
We have been giving scholarships to students in India, underprivileged kids, and for 10 years we have given more than 250 kids scholarships right now. And this year we have a new initiative of giving scholarship to the Central Florida kids. So we have picked two kids from Seminole High School from Sanford, and they will be receiving the scholarship today.
Until today, I never miss a program.
Wow.
I come every year for every program.
Wow. So how does it feel now, 35 years later, and to be able to see the two students getting their scholarships tonight?
Excellent, because we are so happy to see from the very beginning we were here, 1986 till today. I am very proud to see it grew a big part in our life, and we are very, very happy to see this growth.
Talk about the 35th anniversary. Obviously, that's a great milestone in terms of consistency and how it feels to be able to award scholarships today.
Yes, we have been having a lot of people, contributing to this event here, individual contributors as well as, corporate sponsors, and, it's for a very good cause to educate the deserving students. And, today we are going to award the scholarship to the kids and then, watch them grow professionally and educate.
MSCF was initially founded in 1986, and the reason for the foundation of MSCF is to encourage art and culture and literature of the Tamil people. The Tamil people are spread all over the world. You have Tamilians in India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and Malaysia. So this is an organization where we think about Tamil literature, Tamil culture, art, and dance, which is unique to that region. So about 10 years ago, which is 25 years after the foundation, we were having an event, and I was part of the planning committee. And the planning committee said, well, let's get some celebrities for the event. And the cost came down to $20,000. So I told my husband, Kanan, it's going to cost $20,000. Can we give that as a scholarship to poor children? And he took it to the board, and the board said, hey, that's a great idea. So we used the local talent, and we started the scholarship. The first year, we gave the scholarship to 25 children.
Wow.
It was an amazing experience to meet these kids. What we did is we wanted to give it to kids who go to medical school or engineering. We wanted to give it to kids who already had the resilience, who had the courage, who had already proved that they will get there in life without our support. And we didn't have any ties attached to the scholarship. We just went ahead and gave it. Because we feel if a child can get to that level on their own, by themselves from where they are, they know what to do it better than us.
And talk about, MSCF has been here 35 solid years. Talk about what that means to you personally.
I mean, I'm first of all surprised that such a large community existed. I did not know that they were here until they invited me, because I come to Florida, go to Disney. It's an amazing opportunity. First of all, the charity work they do is unbelievable, especially in the local communities. So that's one of the things I'm looking at, how we could. So one of the things my company does is, for the low-income families, we give rehab in stroke and others, because most of the major insurance companies don't cover them, especially when you have a stroke. So that's one of the missions of my companies. I'm very interested in what they do from a charity perspective, so we could serve the community. So that's my...
Awesome. Well, welcome to Orlando, or at least in terms of this organization.
Always loved it.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about them, kind of giving 2 scholarships to the kids tonight. And this is actually their first time being able to give students locally scholarships. Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, that's an important step, because majority of the communities, the immigrant communities here, they tend to support people back home in their home countries. But, we live here, so, it's important that we take care of the local communities here. It's kind of forgotten, because there are a lot of need here. And that's one of my mission in my company too, because we look for people who don't have access to especially stroke rehabilitation or chronic low back pain. They wait for many, many years and they go to the ER, right? So, I mean, I'm very proud of them, and I think more and more needs to be done locally.
Talk about that, the importance of celebrating, the Tamil culture, preserving it here in Central Florida. What does that mean for you?
Yeah. So me being a Tamil, I have a Tamil heritage, so that's why I came all the way from Michigan to celebrate with the fellow Tamils that who've been assembled in Central Florida. And they've been doing an amazing job. Not only, a responsible citizen, but they're also doing a lot of charitable causes. So that's one of the reasons that I came here. And my message to the audience would be is to, keep giving. When you give back, when you give, you're going to get back. And it's not because you do that, but because it's really, when you're doing so well, it is our responsibility to give back to the society. So that will be the central message. And then I'll also share my entrepreneurial journey, how, most of the Tamils, or anybody for that matter, any immigrant for that matter, they come here to pursue education. That's really my main message, is to pursue entrepreneurship, create wealth, give back, and be a responsible citizen to wherever they live in, whether it is Central Florida or Michigan or New Jersey or California, it doesn't matter. We are all people. And so that's really going to be my message.
Talk a little bit about that 35th anniversary. What does that mean to you in terms of the longevity of the organization?
See, actually, it's hard to find a lot of Indians when you move into a place, for the first time. So here, for 35 years, this group has been connected together, and they have been doing a lot of charity work, educating children back home. And because I personally wanted to touch a lot of people's lives. So when I, came to know about what they were doing and what it meant for them to give back to the community where they're from, I was really touched by all the activities they were doing. And I work a lot with farmers' kids. So it was I was focusing on a very small group, and they have been doing for a bigger group of children, educating them and all that. So, it really meant a lot, sharing something common.
I'm very proud to see this organization had grown, as big as it is today, and serving a big Central Florida Tamil community, and focusing on Tamil culture and Tamil language. And not only the culture and not only the language, they're also encouraging students in their education back in India and also in local communities. And they had been giving scholarship to students in India, and we had planned to give scholarships locally for many years, and this year it is going to materialize. 2 students from Lake Mary are going to get the scholarship. We are all very interested in the education of our youngsters, because we all, kind of moved ahead in our life based on education. So we want to make sure our youngsters and our local communities benefit from our organization in Central Florida.
This year we are trying to do scholarships to more students in India, academically good and financially challenged students. And also first time we are going to introduce to our local Seminole High School students also. That's a good thing. So we are raising funds for scholarships and other things.
How does it feel to kind of break that milestone of being able to give the first students here in the U.S.?
Yeah, that's really amazing because we have a lot of volunteers and we are growing community in Central Florida, and we also want to get more involved into the local community. Both Seminole County, Orange County, and we have most population, and we have a lot of associations with the companies, and we are trying to do local community also.
This is our 35th anniversary event, right? So part of it, like we are connecting as 3 different events. Like first is a banquet event, and second is our October cultural event, and the last one is our, like we are still working on it. Maybe like I will give you like more information later, right? And on top of the 35th anniversary, this is our 10th anniversary of charity. Because MSCF, we not only like promote our culture and all, like we also promote the education, right? On the charity, like on 25th anniversary, we did it for 25 students, and 35th anniversary, we want to do it for 35 students. So a lot of students like who is using this charity, and like even like we have a lot of success stories to show sharing this event. Yeah.
Awesome. So as someone that helped kind of put the night together, what are your thoughts on the turnout? How do you think it's going so far?
It's amazing turnout. I mean, like there are a lot of people involved in it, and I mean, I would like to thank everyone, right? I mean, kind of there are around 40 volunteers helped us to make this event a grand success. I mean, it turned out really good, and this is I would say like after COVID, this might be our first big event after 1.5 years. So this turned out really amazing good. Yeah.
Talk about the 35th anniversary. Like that is such a huge milestone. What does that mean for you, especially as a founding member?
Such a happy occasion. I never thought we'll be here, So I remember that, 35 years ago when we started in our house, in our apartment complex, and me and my friend, both of us together, we invited a group of 10 people, and then there, we declared, we are forming our association. And it's grown so beautifully, and it's been providing great service to all our members. And also on top of that, they provide a very good charity work also, both in this country as well as in India. They helped with the education of a lot of students. Several of them became doctors, several of them became engineers, and I'm so proud of all of them. And it provided a lot of opportunity for our people excel in leadership. A lot of people came as leaders, became leaders, and it's a very great, gratifying to see all of them. And it brought all of our members and all of our people from our state together, and they all speak the same language and entertainment, and we talk about the back home, and we provide, whenever there is a need in any part of the world, we help. And these are all the great things, and I'm so happy to see such a great, beautiful event, and I wish everybody very best. And congratulations to MSCF.
Our main goal is to preserve the culture, language, and tradition of our Tamil people. And India is very diverse. We have almost hundreds of languages, and Tamil is one of them. It's actually the oldest language in the world. So as we have marched through, we have kind of broadened our scope into charity. We award scholarships not only for the needy in India, but for the needy here as well. And we every so often we have our cultural programs, dance, drama, music, some of the traditional activities such as it is called silambam. It is how you manipulate the sticks and ward off animals. So those kind of things we do a lot, and so we're happy to announce that we have maintained that tradition. Our children are following our tradition, and it's so happy to see small children mimicking what we do.
We have been working with a lot of students, and we have provided scholarships from 2017 onwards. We have provided at most more than 35 students every year, and our goal on 30th anniversary was to make sure we do some sponsorship locally, and that goal got achieved today, because today is coincidentally the 10th anniversary of our charity work. And today we are presenting 2 scholarship awards to local students, and I want this to grow. And this is only because of support from our sponsors, donors, as well as all our MSCF members. And that's what made it happen. And for me, MSCF means, basically, I don't know whether you know what is MSCF means. It's like Muthamizh Sangam of Central Florida. But for me, it is like members supporting charity, community, and culture as one big family. That's MSCF for me.
The 2 lucky students from Seminole County have received their scholarships tonight. And as you heard from several of our speakers, this is actually the organization's first time awarding scholarships to local students. They've been doing scholarships to students back in India, and they do have a heart for the underserved. So stay tuned here at FloridaNationalNews.com. We'll continue to give you guys updates on this organization. This is Melissa Thomas coming to you from the Renaissance Hotel.